For this exercise, we're going to look at a way to update a database using something called prepared statements. And doing this will make the coding a little bit easier than the way we did it before, where we had to concatenate together a fairly convoluted string. So I've started this program. I took update data and simply copied it. We'll change the name to prepared.java, so be sure to save the file like that. To create a prepared statement, we first create a prepared statement object. So we'll do that first. Next, we're going to create our prepared statement string. And you'll notice that we have question marks in the places where data goes, the data that we prompt the user for. In this case, we're only prompting for two pieces of data, the ISBN and the new title, just to make things a little simpler. So notice how much easier this is already than what we did in the last lesson. Now, once we've created our prepared statement string, we can then instantiate our prepared statement by calling prepare statement on our connection with the string. Now, the next step is to prepare the data to be put in place of the placeholders. So we do that using a method called setString, where we provide the position of the placeholder, and they're numbered consecutively starting at 1, along with the data. So the first placeholder holds the title, that's going to be our data value. And then the second placeholder holds our ISBN number, and that's going to also use setString. The next step is to simply call execute update, and our record is updated. So notice how much cleaner this looks than the code I wrote in the lesson before. So you should consider using prepared statements rather than doing it the way I did it in the last lesson. Now let's save this program, clear our screen, compile it, and then run it. So we'll update a different record this time. We'll update the first record in our database, and we're going to call this 8th edition. And our record is updated. So going back and looking at the code, let's talk about this again. A prepared statement allows us to use placeholders rather than have to try to concatenate data together to build our SQL. So we write out a prepared statement as a string, call the prepare statement of our connection object with that string to actually build our prepared statement. Then we use one of the set methods, and I say one of the set methods because if we were doing numeric data, for example, there's a set int for that. Since all the fields I'm working with here are strings or chars, we use set string. So you call that on your prepared statement object, and then once you've set all the data values, then you call execute update on the prepared statement object to update the table. So that wraps up this exercise, and that wraps up this chapter on SQL programming using Java.